here. I wonder how much experience Bunny has. I imagine they have to have played each other in some online tournaments. But has he experienced the King of Sea before? Does he know what he's up against? As I quickly check the head-to-head here, and nope, they have never played before this. Wow.
And here he is in the top right-hand corner of the map. It is our red Terran. Formerly for Team NV, currently teamless. This is Bunny.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. Oh my god! Because how else do you kick off a series, a ZVT, going for the 12 pool? We have the Vietnamese Zerg player representing the Juggernauts. It is MeomaikA.
Puppy, there's no add-on in the wall in this map.
I told you it doesn't matter. It literally...
Oh my god.
We want to make excuses. We want to try and logic what MeomaikA does. But nah, mate. You know, he just does what he does. See, okay, look. Okay, so because of the spawn locations here, the add-on, of course, won't be a part of the wall. But that means that Bunny just won't be expecting this, right? Oh no! Asher, come back to me! You know, oh, come back! You died for a second.
Oh. Goodbye. As we do have, a few extra links being created here. Bunny is going to be looking to throw down that CC on the low ground. Goes for a reactor first as well. So looks like Bunny's going for a 3-rax. This is how I died. But I did have my add-on in the wall, so I think it's going to be different for Bunny.
Okay, we'll see. As the Lings are going to show up here, they're going to be able to deny and force a cancel. Forces a cancel on the reactor as well. Bunny has to make a Marine as soon as possible. Pulls a couple of boys to make sure he is safe. And the Lings of MeomaikA back off.
Yeah, it looks like MeomaikA recognizing that, of course, that reactor is not going to be in the wall. Is just going to respect this. We do see Bunny throwing down a fast factory as well. This is a really nice response. Actually a big fan of this response. He's going to be going for 2 faster Marines and going to be using this SCV as well just to scout out the front to see how safe his Marine is. Wow.
Yeah, beautiful. He wants to know if there's more Lings or even Roaches coming across the map. He is playing this out safe. We see a bunker on the high ground, so you can argue maybe Bunny overcommitting to the defense, but again, he doesn't know what he's really up against until now where the SCV shows up and we have confirmation that we have a hatchery.
Yeah, there we go. We see the hatchery. Instant cancel on that bunker. Knows that it's not going to be any Roach all-in or Banebust or anything like that. We should be seeing a reactor pretty soon going down. Looks like instead he might be going here for a... I think it's going to be a Marine, Hellion, and maybe 1 mine for a medevac drop.
Yeah, I imagine so as well. With as we rush out this starport, we should be seeing a medevac on the way soon. Again, this is a great way. This really shows how flexible Bunny is. You were talking about how he was kind of opening up in a certain way at the start of the game, and he is responding to what MeomaikA is doing.
Yeah, so there we go. Some nice micro coming out as well. He's going to minimize the damage on his units, and now he can start to hunt down these overlords. Even splits up his Marines to try to get both of them. This is great work coming out from Bunny.
I'm getting some deja vu because honestly, there's no reason for the second overlord to be here.
Yeah.
MeomaikA just once again being a little bit careless with the rally of his overlords is going to lose more than necessary.
Yeah, there we go. We do have the medevac on the way. Bunny's unit movement so far has been incredible. He is so good with his units, just getting every last bit out of them. This is something that, honestly, I could say only really Maru is able to do this to the same level, where it's just every single unit has a purpose. He's just getting the maximum out of everything that he has constantly. It's very impressive to see Bunny reaching this level of player.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a reason why he's one of the best Terrans in the world right now, and he's kind of showing that off here. Meanwhile, we do have a drop headed in towards the main base, is a Hellion and 4 Marines. At the same time, he's got 2 more Hellions at the third. They could be elevated up, but no, they're just trying to keep the attention of MeomaikA away from his own main.
Yeah, there we go. We do see this drop headed on into the main. A lot of lings being produced by MeomaikA here. He is going to get the jump on these Hellions over near the natural. Looks like Bunny is aware of that. We'll be pulling them back as he jumps in to the main.
Yeah, and there we go. Nice target firing here. 4 drones, 5 drones already going to be going down here. The lings across the map get cleaned up. Didn't really get too much value whatsoever, and even reduces the surface area against these lings.
Yeah, great defense of the natural there by Bunny. Medevac is going to be going down, but not before the Queen goes down as well. We do see the Hellion just getting off a couple extra shots, and a few more drones going to be going down as well. 8 drones in total, and feels like Bunny has really come out on top of this opening.
He really has, and he's not done. He follows up with the Liberator, but it does get spotted here by the army or by the units of MeomaikA. Oh my god, he's actually he's sieging up the ramp.
Yeah, I love this. There's just not really any way for MeomaikA to deal with this. And man, this has been an incredible game so far by Bunny. These reactions, this on-the-fly play has just been perfect.
Oh, the Queen is going down. MeomaikA's falling apart. At the same time, he's setting up a Bane bust across the map. The Bailings are rolling on in, and there's not that much to defend at home.
Yeah, there we go. Bunny pulls everything away from his natural, completely evacuates. Great reaction there. He's going to be closing that depot down as well. We do still have just a few more Banelings here. We do see Bunny just splitting off some of his SCVs to try to deal with that. There we go. The last Baneling has gone down. Bunny has defended. He continues to hold down this ramp at the front here. 14 SCVs do go down, but Bunny has a really nice lead here.
He does still have that lead. There we go. GG gets called, and Bunny takes the first game.
An incredible play coming out from Bunny, just absolutely top of the line Terran play.
Yeah, that was really well done. The way that he was able to react on the fly, as you were saying, it felt like he was freestyling a little bit, but he was just freestyling so well. Like, I was like, oh my god, it all just makes sense. How he's able to control his units, the decision making that he went for, the way that he was able to defend as well. Wow, that was great.
Yeah, that was a bit of a masterpiece coming out from Bunny, but MeomaikA still looking dangerous. And here we go. We do have a game 2.
Oh, yes. I do apologize. I'm going to have to get out of this. It seems like when you DC'd for a moment, you actually left the party. So I have to re-invite you.
You're not online for me, so I'm going to relog.
Oh. I'll relog as well, just in case. Oh boy, but yeah, what a game there from Bunny. Of course, MeomaikA trying to go for his, I guess, patented 12 pool. Did deal some damage early on, I guess. He did force a cancel, but again, I don't know if Bunny has ever been in that situation before. He must be, right, for him to respond the way that he did.
I don't know. That kind of felt like an on-the-fly reaction, to be honest. I feel like he was just doing what made sense to him, though.
There you go. He's just that damn good.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So yeah, we are just gonna be getting ready here for our next game. Just a little bit of technical issues here, so it's gonna take a little bit longer to get things underway. Oh boy. But yeah, I can't imagine MeomaikA is gonna go for a 12 pool again this series, right? He's not gonna pull a Haas.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it must just be a waterfall thing for him.
Yeah. That would make sense. Oh boy.
I guess it does make sense. Like, the main danger that you have on waterfall is a very early push. I think it is actually a pretty nice map for Zerg in the mid game. The dangerous parts against Terran are going to be the very, very early game and the very, very late game. So I guess a 12 pool kind of forces it to go into a mid game. So I understand that.
Yeah. It does make sense why he would kind of lean towards it a little bit. Oh boy. So yeah, I can't wait to continue on in this series. Again, I don't get to cast enough MeomaikA nowadays, especially, since we don't cast as many weekly tournaments with him as we used to. But it's great to see him here on the main stage, traveling abroad, going to America, going to Valencia, representing our region as well. And yeah, we'll see how much further that goes. Oh boy, as just trying to set some things up here, and there we go. I'm sending you an invite. Come to my party.
And yeah, I mean, taking that massive upset over Spirit. I think he's kind of already done that.
True. You definitely argue that. I mean, he didn't just upset Spirit. He eliminated him from the tournament. Like he knocked him out, mate. Oh my god.
Yeah, but there we go. We do have our second map. It is going to be inside and out.
There we go.
Another small map.
Yeah, we apologize for the delay here, just some technical issues, but they have since been resolved. The series must go on.
It must go on indeed. And here we go. Warning. In the top right hand corner of inside and out. This is our Korean Terran. In the red, this is Bunny.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of inside and out, we have his opponents. We have the Vietnamese Zerg player representing the Juggernauts. It is MeomaikA. This time, making drones.
Yeah, here we go. So it does look like he just kind of has a bit of a set plan for each map. We do see Bunny is just going to be playing things safe, going for a very standard opener so far. Not going to be going for a CC first or anything like that, especially considering the possibility of a 12 pool.
Oh, yeah, exactly. As I do apologize, seems like we have a little bit of latency going on right now, but hopefully it was just for a moment. Ooh. Can you hear me, Papi? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Thank you. I don't want to lose you again. As
this floating door is only big enough for one of us.
Find us a bigger door, Papi. Make room.
Goodbye.
But yeah, as you were pointing out, MeomaikA once again does go for a pool first.
Yeah, so it's going to be a pretty standard pool first coming out from MeomaikA. So playing things pretty similarly to that last map. And it does look like Bunny going to be going for that standard rack scout as well. Doesn't feel the need to go for a super early scout as an adjustment to the play of MeomaikA.
Oh, yeah, exactly. He feels quite confident, and I don't blame him, especially because he did end up winning that first game, so there's no reason to really adapt too hard or react too hard. With this SCV scout, he does confirm the pool first, does confirm the timing of that hatchery, and he's just going to chill here with his SCV just to see what the follow-up is.
Yeah, so this SCV just going to hang around a little bit, going to poke up into that ramp. It does want to get vision on the lings. It would be nice to know how many lings there are, so he does see at least 2.
Yes, he sees at least 2. We know that there are only 2, so very uncommitted pool first here from MeomaikA. He does this quite often. We see that Bunny's even trying to find some extra lings out on the map to see if they were trying to go around the SCV and try and bypass it and get into that natural base. We can see that MeomaikA, he's just kind of mind gaming a little bit and focusing on his economy.
Yeah, there we go. Now, these 2 ling openers often lead into a quick third base, and there we go. We do see a drone heading on out.
There we go. Third base is going to be taken here from MeomaikA at a decent timing. But back at home, ooh, Bunny! It's going for a 3 racks.
Yeah, there we go. So Bunny didn't quite get to do this last game. Is going to be going for it this game now. Oh, here we go. My favorite opener, Puppy.
I don't see it too often, not gonna lie, from our Korean Terrans, so I'm glad I can see it here from Bunny. Every now and then we see this whipped out. We do see a lot of Marines on the way. Stim is gonna be taken as well. MeomaikA, he needs to get eyes on this. He needs to know. Oh my god, he's going for a lair, Papi.
Oh, very fast lair. This is pretty dangerous. The 3x usually does quite well against fast mutas, but this isn't necessarily fast mutas.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, MeomaikA does have 3 gases, so things are leading towards those fast mutas, but we'll see if he goes for Evo chambers. We have seen him do that in the past, where he goes for a heavier kind of Ling Bane style instead, or just mass Ling with heavy upgrades. But if he doesn't throw down those Evos soon, we should be seeing a Spire.
Yeah, I mean, I guess to be fair, the reason that this is usually dangerous as a Muta player is because you're being a bit greedy with your Ling Bane just to make sure your economy's up and running. But Mio doesn't really mind cutting drones to get a lot of Lings. I mean, he's producing mass Ling right now on 40 drones.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't even know what he's up against, by the way. I mean, to be fair, he hasn't seen any Hellions, so he should be aware of a 2-1-1. He's throwing down a safety spine crawler. He's now droning up with his Lings. He's going to be able to poke at the wall and again confirm the Marines. Doesn't see all of them though, as Bunny does save or does hide a bunch of them in the back.
Yeah, and here we go. This is the move out timing for Bunny. Kind of baits with those first 4 Marines as well. Takes some pretty nice trades there. Mio's going to be poking ahead. But behind this, Mio just continuing to make Lings as well. He has a spine in his natural. He has a second spine behind that. So looks like he might actually be okay with giving up his third.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Bunny is rotating over towards that third base location. The spines are rotating as well, to be fair, to cover that third. We see a scan confirming the location of the army.
Yeah, there we go. So Bunny gonna be careful not to commit the stim. There we go. The stim has been committed, so he needs to get something done with this right here, right now. If he can't get too much else done, he's just gonna have to leave now.
Yeah, exactly. That stim was pretty huge, and unfortunately, he didn't get the queen. He didn't get the base. He didn't really get much of anything, and Bunny has to back off.
Yeah, so Bunny just has to head home now. He might be able to reinforce soon with some medevacs. Looks like he's going to get a few more Marines here. He is actually going to be going for a 5 racks out of this. Very interesting adjustment. I think this is fantastic. Just as a response to the way that Mio's been playing with his mass Ling Muta, since there's no splash in the form of Banelings, mass Marine is a really good way to play against this.
Yeah, and to be fair, like, Bunny hasn't even seen the mutas yet. By the way, like, he's not fully aware of what he's playing against, but there we go. The mutas have been revealed. We do see another stim here, but Bunny wasn't able to really catch too much of anything, and MeomaikA is going across the map.
Yeah, and there we go. Bunny's going to be heading on home. Does have a bit of a decent Marine count at the front here. They should be able to push away these mutas. As a mutas, it's going to be dancing back and forth. Looks like the Lings are going to be committing. So, Bunny with a spotted Marine there as well. Fantastic map vision.
Oh, yeah, he does spot the army. He does come back home. This does alleviate a lot of pressure, but MeomaikA's not droning behind this, by the way. 44 drones is all this madman needs, as once again, just like he did against Spirit, is going mass Ling Muta.
Yeah, there we go. Looks like Mio just recognizing. Oh, and he does catch the army out of position.
Oh my god, he's trying to go for the surround. The army sort of steps backward. We do have 2 mines that are going to be burrowing. Oh.
Oh, those mines get massive shots, but it looks like Bunny's just lost too many Marines here. This is how Mio catches you out. You just expect, you know, I'm going for a 5 racks, I'm going for mass Marine. I have an insane amount of Marines. There's no way he attacks into my Marines into a choke.
But he's up against MeomaikA, mate. Yeah, he doesn't care what you believe, what makes sense in the world, because he's all out of sense, mate. Would you see the mutas? Oh my god, what are my shots? Okay, they don't go off on those mutas. That was so close.
Yeah, looks like Mio does remember where those mines are. Won't be losing these mutas. But at the same time, Bunny in a very awkward situation. He lost so many of those Marines, and he's lost all of his momentum with this build. Looks like we are going to be getting an armor behind this. I really like this adjustment as well to get an armory. We saw Gumiho do this against fast mutas as well, just to make sure that those mines don't get picked off after they get their shots off.
Yeah, exactly. Detection will be required to deal with these Widow mines. At the same time, we can get into +2 attack as well as soon as +1 armor has finished up. So he's working with one of those engineering bays. At the same time, Bunny did slip out across the map with the drop, and it looks like he should be able to deny this 4th base.
Yeah, there we go. Going to get a denial on the 4th base. Does get a little bit of extra Marine movement over here just to harass these mutas. The mutas are going to be able to take out 2 of these mines. That's a good value pick there for them.
Oh, exactly. Bunny trying to bait him in towards those Widow mines at the natural base, but MeomaikA doesn't take the bait. He will back off. He's trying to engage here with the main army.
Oh, no.
To go for a surround.
Oh, the Marines are trapped. These mutas, there's too many mutas.
There's too many mutas. We cannot lift up. We cannot evacuate. He does pull back to his reinforcements. Widow mines are behind this.
Great reaction from MeomaikA there. Takes out a couple of medevacs, doesn't run into the mines. Really nice control.
Yeah, beautiful control there with those mutas, able to take down whatever medevacs he can. He's going to back off. Finally, we have a Baneling nest. We have Baneling speed on the way as well. Without Baneling speed, it's going to be difficult to really engage, but Ling Muta, sorry, apparently is all he needs as he catches more reinforcements.
Yeah, this Mutaflock is no joke. He's going to have to be really careful with it, keep a constant eye on it to make sure he's not flying into any mines, but it does look like he at least saw these.
Yeah, he picks off a depot, backs off, he forces Bunny back home, he forces him to respond. And MeomaikA once again picks off another mine.
Yeah, picks up a mine, picks up a marauder, very nice control, doesn't lose any of these mutas. He can just head back home, start to heal those up, and this muta flock really getting out of control for MeomaikA.
Really is, and Bunny's forced to expand. A very late third TC is going to be on the way. To be fair, MeomaikA still hasn't retaken his 4th hatchery. He had to cancel it a decent amount of minutes ago, and he just hasn't rebuilt. A lot of mutas are going down.
Yeah, a little bit careless. Flies his mutas into all the marines, but oh, it does feel like he's baiting him out.
Yeah, it does pull the army over towards the right-hand side. Ling Bane is being set up. Bane's speed is about to finish.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Mia maybe morphing in a whole bunch of banelings as soon as this does finish up. At all, a little bit careless with the mutas once again, losing 3 quite cheaply.
Yeah, a little bit greedy there from MeomaikA. He wanted to try and catch that full medevac. He did get the medevac. Oh my god! Meanwhile, a couple of these Widowmines do try and cut off this army, but MeomaikA does have eyes on this.
Like, can you see Mia's hatchery hotkeys?
I do know. I can't. Why? Talk to me.
Box one of his units.
With the UI, I can't see, puppy. I can't see.
Ah, okay. Never mind. He does what you do. He has his hatchery on separate hotkeys.
Let's go, puppy. Let's go. He knows how to play StarCraft.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Oh my god, as here we go. We have more Ling Bane being morphed in. Baneling speed is done. +1 melee on the horizon. Not +1 carapace. Oh, what am I sure is going to go off on those meters?
Yeah, nice connection from the Widow Mines, but it does look like Mio is starting to overwhelm. There's just too many banelings here.
Oh, just too many banelings. It looks like Bunny's main army is being forced away, and that does mean that his natural is exposed.
Like exactly what happened to me. I feel so validated.
Aye.
As here we go, the Lings just going to be overwhelming. There's just not enough room here to get away from the banelings. They're completely overwhelming. There's no mines left.
There's no mines remaining, only a handful of marines. GG gets called, and MeomaikA fights back and takes game number 2.
There we go. The King of the Sea takes down Bunny.
Oh.
Insane.
GG. Oh my god. What a wild game. We were really concerned with MeomaikA going for such a fast lair and such fast mutas. But as you know, as we did see, like, he's not really one to over drone. He went for 2 base like muta, but with like 3 gases and 44 drones. Like he's more than happy to cut workers and make more lings. And yeah, early on, like when he was under the most stress, under the most threats, he was able to bait out a couple of stims, and he was able to survive the initial 3 racks.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. That was a really great surround, especially just catching out a lot of those units on the map. Mia just such a strange customer to play with. He just makes all your timings wrong, really. It's such a strange thing where, like, you're used to playing on your power spikes, but when you're playing against Mio, his power spikes are so insane that you just have to play on not his power spikes.
Pretty much, mate. Pretty much. You gotta respect a Zerg player that doesn't drone. Oh my god! And there are times, I think we both mentioned this, where sometimes like moving out against MeomaikA is not the smartest thing to do. Like that, I feel like that's what he wants. He wants to fight you in the middle of the map. He wants to engage out here where he's at his strongest. So yeah, as a result, we're actually going to the ace match.
Yeah, there we go. It is going to be the ace match between Bunny and MeomaikA. And welcome to the Raiders. Chet Nitro raiding with a party of 64. Thank you for the raid. Unfortunately, this is our very last match of the evening that we're casting, but I appreciate the raid anyway. Hope you had a good stream.
Thank you so much. Massive shout out to Chet Nitro, a lovely streamer in the StarCraft scene. And as Asher was saying, we've been live for almost 5 hours now, going over many of the DreamHack matches that were not casted during the main event. For those wondering, there were so many matches in the group stages and in the knockout bracket that just were not broadcasted, just because there were so many matches going on, and that's what we're covering here. And yeah, it's all going to end with this one game.
Yeah, we've had some pretty insane matches as well. The games with Dolan, the games with Paddy Mac, the games with we had just before this we were casting MeomaikA versus Spirit. Oh yeah, Haas going for a slow Zealot all in against Zerg twice in a row. The exact same slow Zealot all in. And then yeah, just then we saw MeomaikA taking down Spirit of all people, 2-1.
Oh boy, yeah. The upsets, the cheese, the plays that we've seen tonight have been insane. And now we're getting ready for the final game, the ace match between Bunny and MeomaikA, game number 3, and it's going to be on Data Under the Sea.
We actually haven't had any standard games tonight. It's just been wild, short, scrappy games.
The most standard games we had was Future versus Dolan, the TvT. And even then, it was the mech versus mech. So is that really?
It's pretty weird. It was mech versus mech, and then 2 Starport versus 2 Starport.
True. It's just. See, again, it's such a shame that none of these games were casted during the event. They are worthy to be cast.
Indeed, but here we go. Our final match of the evening. These two players are 1-1. They are completely tied up, and in the bottom left-hand corner of Data C, this is the Korean Terran. Currently teamless, it is Bunny.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Data Under the Sea, we have his opponent, the Vietnamese Zerg player, the King of the Sea, representing the Juggernauts. It is MeomaikA.
Yeah, here we go. Just to catch everyone up on how this series has gone so far, we did see the first game, it was on Waterfall. We saw MeomaikA go for a 12 pool against Bunny. And Bunny, just on the fly, kind of creating his own reaction to that, and was able to eke out the win with some beautiful unit movement. Second game, Bunny went for a 3 racks against the pool first of MeomaikA, and MeomaikA with this mass ling, mass muter without upgrade style was able to overwhelm him.
Yeah, he skipped out on the Evo chambers, went for a very fast Spire, went for a 3 minutes 20 second lair around that timing. Very fast lair from MeomaikA. So we'll see what he does here in game number 3, especially because the way that MeomaikA's been playing so far is very similar to how he played against Spirit.
Yeah, there we go. He has gone for the pool first once again, so there are a few variations here. I'm not expecting him to go for roaches this time, especially considering the size of the map. I think that would be a bit of a strange choice, as we do just see it. He's going to be the first 2 lings once again, and that last game, this is how he opened, and he went into a fast 3rd hatch.
Exactly. Again, very uncommitted pool first, very safe as well, and ideally forces a reaction. So Bunny does go for the SCV scout, does confirm the timing of the hatchery. He is fully aware of the pool first, and his Reaper doesn't stay at home. He's going across the map anyway. He is fearless, he believes.
Yeah, here we go. He is just going to be going for a very standard opening here. Kind of calls the bluff of Meo, especially after that last game. I think he realizes that Meo does have the potential to go for a bit of a standard game coming out of this, and he is going to opt to be a little bit risky with his Reaper and get some extra damage across the map. Actually gets a drone on top of that lane.
Yeah, late reaction there from MeomaikA. He pulls away a little bit too late in the end and will lose one of those drones, so already a great start here from Bunny. And I do appreciate that he's even patrolling this 3rd base area just to try and get an eye on it, maybe even delay any kind of 3rd.
Yeah, Bunny going to be searching for that 3rd. This has to start setting off alarm bells in his head, but no, there we go. We do see the Queen. He's going to be trying to shepherd out this Reaper, and Bunny doing a good job, putting some extra damage. Nice grenade as well. Just going to make it extra difficult for me to get this 3rd down, but get it down he does.
Yeah, it does delay this 3rd nonetheless. Does make his life a little bit more difficult, but he will get it in the end, thankfully, only a couple of seconds later, and he can get into a normal game as he drones up. Meanwhile, across the map, anything but normal, because we see a Marauder on the way. Oh my.
Yeah, we have a Marauder, we have a Viking. This has been an opening that Bunny has been favoring very heavily lately. It is the Hellbat Marauder opening, and he is quite a master with it. He hits a very nice timing with this build.
Yeah, and we'll see how MeomaikA can deal with this, because this is what I expected. Once again, MeomaikA is going for a very fast lair, very reminiscent of the previous game, very reminiscent of his series against Spirit. I feel like he wants to go for a fast Spire, but we don't want to look too far ahead here for MeomaikA because of that Hellbat push that's coming.
Yeah, I mean, fast Spire, the traditional counter to it is a Hellbat build. I think this is one of the only builds that are Hellbat builds straight up kill is a fast Spire. So fantastic adjustment here by Bunny.
Yeah, exactly. As the armory is on the way, the medevacs as well. Concussive shell. The Marauders have been hidden in the main base. They've been kept away from all of these overlords. So MeomaikA is in the dark. He's sending out a couple of lings, and he's going to try and get a bit of a scout off. He does confirm at least the Hellions, but he does miss the majority of them as they move out.
Yeah, there we go. So this Hellbat should be hitting around 450, 455. Very nice timing for this build. Looks like MeomaikA is aware that something's coming his way. Has thrown down 2 spines in the natural. Does have that spire on the way, but still a pretty long ways off, and there really isn't that much for him to deal with this.
Yeah, he's got 4 queens and 2 spines. That's the other disadvantage of MeomaikA, is that he doesn't make a lot of queens in general, and we need queens to defend.
Yeah, there we go. Bunny going to be getting a lot of damage here. We do see MeomaikA some very nice micro here. Is going to be running around trying to get on top of the Marauders, but none of the Marauders going to be going down. The Hellbat's getting right on top of the Queens. The Queens are going to be kited back by the Marauders.
Yeah, exactly. The Queens are being targeted down one after the other. We have 14 more Lings on the way, but against all these Hellbats, I don't see how that's going to work.
Yeah, and I mean, the medevac's still alive. You really hope with this build that you can take out the medevac, but I think Bunny just recognizing that MeomaikA does skip out on the queens. And yeah, this build is, you can't really hold this build without a lot of queens.
I don't know if you can hold this build if you're MeomaikA. Just because he doesn't make queens, Papi. It's just not his unit of choice. And here we go. The boys are being pulled. They're trying to survive. They're trying to evacuate the main base, but so many of them are being targeted down already. 13 drones do end up falling, and now Bunny is getting on top of the lair.
Yeah, even taking down some of these eggs if he can, and looks like MeomaikA desperate to get these mutas out. They will eventually clean this up, but there's a lot more damage coming his way. He's already taken so much drone damage. It's down to 18 drones. Even if he cleans this up, I think he's still dead.
Yeah, I mean, look at the worker count. And you know what? The Hellions are still not done. They morph from Hellbats into Hellions. They chase down as many drones as possible. And finally, everything gets cleaned up. But MeomaikA is down to only 10 workers.
Yeah, and I mean, back at home, Bunny's managed to get out a few of these mines. He's just going to spam missile turrets. He knows that if he can survive these next few, like 30 seconds, this next minute, he's going to be absolutely fine. So he brings everything back home. He tries to bait into these mines. Doesn't quite work out for him, but yeah, looks like he has just bought himself enough time to get these turrets up.
Yeah, oh my god! Oh, the mines go off! GG gets called! And Bunny takes the series 2-1.
GG. Lovely adjustment on the fly by Bunny, realizing how Meo is opening. We'll just die to a Hellbat build, and there we go.
Yeah, the punish is real. You know, we've been talking about how going for a fast lair and going for a fast spire like this isn't quite normal. It isn't very safe, and we see why, because early on against these pushes, I mean, we thought MeomaikA was going to get punished by the 3 racks, if you recall, but he was able to defend in the end due to his ling count. But against Hellbats, you need more than just lings.
Yeah, just realizing that he needs to hit a little bit earlier there. And yeah, the lack of queens, it really killed him there. I've seen more queens than that fall to that Hellbat build as well. You really do need at least 7 or 8, I think it is.
Yeah, and MeomaikA had 4, I believe. 4 queens and 2 spine crawlers. Just wasn't enough to hold on to the natural base. So GG, well played. Props to massive shout out to MeomaikA though, because he did eliminate Spirit and he did force Bunny to go all the way to the ace match, and that's something that not a lot of players can say. I also was like looking at the match history here as well, and at least when it comes to Liquipedia events, this is the first time that they played in an official tournament. So yeah, really nice run overall by MeomaikA here.
Yeah, I mean, taking a game off Bunny's insane. Bunny's one of the best. If he is like up there with the top 3, maybe top 3, 4, 5 Terrans in the world. So He did show that as well with the way that he was able to adapt to MeomaikA, but for MeomaikA to take a game off him in the fashion that he did was very impressive.
Oh yeah, very impressive indeed. So, yeah, I'm sure MeomaikA wasn't too upset with his overall performance. As I just update this on the screen, but with his overall performance at DreamHack Atlanta. And that does kind of wrap up our matches that we were scheduled to cast tonight.
Yeah, there we go. And what a blast. What crazy games that we had tonight.
Yeah, not a single regular macro game. And to be fair, that's what we won here. That's what we won on the CranKy Ducklings.
Yeah, the games were absolutely wild. I had a great time. And now that we're back to casting, now that we're back to, more StarCraft, when are we going to be seeing the return of the light stream?
Yes, you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I should be streaming tomorrow. We'll see. I believe we won't be casting tomorrow, right? So I should be streaming. If you're interested in that sort of solo content, that you can follow me there. Speaking of solo content, if there were some, I don't know why there would be, but if there are any Terran enjoy, I guess from Chet Nitro, to be fair, if there are any Terran enjoys in the chat, where can they find some nice Terran gameplay?
They can find it at twitch.tv/bandit SC2.
Or AsherBro on Twitch, maybe.
Yeah, maybe one day.
You've also been, you've also been taking a break, right? Like,
I've kind of just been enjoying playing on Korea ladder by myself.
Yeah.
It's been kind of nice, actually. I mean, I kind of got a little bit sick of streaming, well, not sick of streaming, but streaming stressful.
It is.
I felt like I needed a little break from streaming, a little bit of a break from NA ladder where I'm playing the same 20 players on their 100 different Smurfs that I've played a million times before. It's kind of nice to just be a little bit more anonymous on Korea ladder for a bit.
Yeah, I fully understand that. Like, I think the hardest thing about maybe sometimes streaming is that if you do end up smoging a little bit, and if you're having a hard time, you're like, you look at OBS and you're like, I can't end the stream at 1 hour. You're like,
hasn't stopped me before.
That's the thing. I have to keep going, and it's never a good idea to keep going, but you have to, because it's like, man, you gotta clock in your hours. You can't end the stream after like 3 games, even if you like hit Sephiron 3 games in a row.
That's just like what do you call that? I don't even know the word for that. It's like in Monopoly where like if you do the same dice roll 3 times in a row, you go straight to jail.
Yeah, you go to jail, yeah.
Yeah. If you hit Sephiron 3 times in a row, stream's over. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good my day is. Stream's over.
Oh, it's gone, Papi. It's gone.
It can't be Protoss that many times. It's too much.
I hope you're enjoying your break, and you're enjoying life, and you'll come back one day.
Life on the other side. We're not quite away from StarCraft yet. That's going to take a few more years, but no, I think I'll probably stream on Friday or Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So look forward to that, everyone. Twitch.tv/AsherBro for some of that Terran gameplay. But if you're in the chat and if you're only interested in our casting, then you can follow us here on the CranKy Ducklings. We're here on Twitch. You can follow us on Twitch. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We have our own Discord server that you can join. We have a YouTube channel as well that all of our VODs are uploaded to. We're live almost on a daily basis. We did take a couple of days off. We took a week off because of Home Story Cup. But we are back. We just finished off half of our knockout bracket coverage. We are going to be covering some more matches on Thursday, I believe. I don't quote me on that. We were gonna cast on Thursday. I was gonna cast with Yaku. We were gonna do our own broadcast together, but Eddie did message me and he was teasing maybe having a second OSC King of the Hill this week. on Thursday. So it's going to be one or the other. We're going to be live on Thursday with what? Who knows?
Some kind of StarCraft.
Some kind
It never ends.
It never ends, Papi. So check us out on Thursday. Tomorrow we'll have a day off. I'll be live on my personal Twitch channel. And on Friday, World Team League. We are playing our final series of World Team League, and we're playing against Shopify Rebellion.
Let's go. So, if you want to tune in to see Vindictor take out Scarlet, Beyond, or Lambo.
All of them.
Considering, I mean, he has taken out Beyond and Scarlet before, so
True.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to take out Lambo, complete the trifecta.
Do it all, Papi.
Or Harstem.
Or Harstem. If you want to tune in to the Ducklings as we do fight for our lives in our last Team League match, then you can follow us there. We're going to be casting here on this channel. I imagine, there are going to be other people casting, like Wardy or Steadfast, but if you want the most biased of castings, check us out here.
And the most inappropriate.
Oh, very appropriate. What are you talking about? It's
appropriate to the situation, but it's not appropriate for all ages.
It's not appropriate for all ages. Friday night casts are always 18 plus. So if you're Eva in the chat, look away. Don't look at Papi. Oh, God.
Is it? I'm gonna leave that. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, we'll just leave that. Yeah, with that, of course, thank you so much everyone for watching. Thank you so much for the support. Asher, do you have anything you want to say before we head off for the night?
You might think it's safe to venture out at night, but when Mia's around, you better bring a flashlight.
Because he's coming.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Goodbye.
We'll see you guys next time. Exclamation mark Patreon in the chat. Bye.
Bye.